Oh, righto, I'm slowly getting it sorted. G'day, I'm your host Mark. Welcome to my shed. Thanks Adrian. I really appreciate NG for giving me the heads up. I would have got it eventually. I thought I was going really well, but anyway, I'm still getting my head around this software I'm using. We're getting better. Things are working better, but yeah. Hey, baby girl, come here. So the shed dogs, you know, deserve a mandatory treat because they're such good dogs at times. And yep, you're both sitting. Hey? Everyone's watching. Look, see, do you like me? Yes, yes. Do you like me? There you go. There you go. They're pretty good dogs. The realisation. So anyway, what's going on in the shed? Well, last couple of nights I haven't been doing much up here at all. I haven't been up here at all. I've just been down there in the house, just watching a bit of TV, looking at the computer, that sort of thing, having an early night. Been having some long days at work. I work a full-time job, 10-hour days. So I'm getting up at 4:45 in the morning at the moment, and starting at 6, finishing at 4, and they're just long days on the road. And I just realised, hang on, we've got to check something out here. You've got yours on, you got your collar on, but where's yours? Come here. Everyone's got to see you. Yeah. Right, your collar's gone walkabout. Did Max rip it off? Hey? Did Max rip it off, did he? Yes, he probably did. So when these two play, sometimes it gets a bit rough. And I'd say your collar, which is quite loose, has gone for a walkabout. So we're going to have to find that later on, but nothing to worry about right now. What's there? No, there's no food there. No, you can't. If you lick that, it's got dirt on it. So, quick shout out to, I was almost going to say Phunken Hungry members, but I'm not Phunken Hungry. He's in the chat. I'm Mark. This is Mark Shed Talk. So shout out to my members. I really appreciate you guys, members of rock stars, and you guys who are in the chat and come in here every week are absolutely fantastic, and thank you for your support. The thumbnail on the for the live stream tonight is, you know, a clean and tidy bench, and I've pretty well got that sorted out right now. You know, it's clean and tidy. I've got it pretty well the way I want it. You can see it over my right shoulder. Right shoulder. Your right, my left. Your left, my right. We've also got Mum and Dad watching me on the big screen. We've got other people watching all over the place. So thank you very much. And we get quite a bit of replay for a small channel like this. I get quite the replay on at times on these live streams, which is sort of surprising. But thankfully, we've got some new subscribers too. So thanks to the new subscribers. But moseying along and segueing into our next subject. Television. There's one thing with this software at the moment which I just can't do. Any of the comments that come up, I can't highlight them and put them on screen yet. I just haven't. I don't think that's a feature in this software. We're using Meld Studio, and it's a free software download for Windows or Mac, and it's very similar to OBS. However, yeah, I'm streaming in 4K, which the cameras are available. The previous software platform that I do have only lets you stream in, like, I think 720 or 1080, something pretty low. And it, you know, in this day and age, you want to have, if you've got the ability to stream in 4K, you might as well do it, and we have that ability here. If you can't watch it in 4K, that's all right. You can watch it at a different resolution. G'day, Robbo. Thanks for being here, mate. I just seen a few new names in the chat there, and Aussie 2 Chains. Okay, righto, mate. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Looks like you know Robbo and you've come over from his channel, so I appreciate the support. And thanks for being here. Just if you guys if you guys know each other, just be respectful to each other in the chat, interact with each other, say hello, and just enjoy what happens here in the shed. This is not a green screen or anything like that, even though it's a green floor. I do have a bit of a green theme going on here with the workbench green and the floor green. I get my fingers around the right way eventually. It's just a nice colour. I've seen it. Oh, righto, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. I just like the green colour. You see it a lot in factories, especially in China. If you watched any videos of things being made in China, cell phones and other different things, they have that nice green, glossy texture on the floor. That's obviously some sort of two-pack application, excuse me. This is just a Taubman's product that you buy at Bunnings and you apply yourself. It's been down for a while, it's faded a little bit, it's got a bit of texture to it, so it's got a grip to it, so you don't slip or anything like that, and it just goes well in this shed. Well, it's just something I like to keep a pretty clean shed while I'm working. The biggest project we got going on here, the main emphasis behind this channel is the biggest project we got going here in this shed, and that's I'm currently working on a steamroller. Now, I'll just go over the talking head, and I probably don't. Right. Oh, geez, I don't. I'll quickly add a photo in of the steamroller. I thought I had one in, but I don't. Just bear with me for, excuse me, a few minutes. Right, and I just, no. Okay, those of you who are not familiar with what a steamroller looks like, there it is. No. Right, that one will do. Oh God, that's too small. Out of all the photos that that I had prepared, I wasn't prepared for the one of my own actual roller that we're working on. No, that's only small, that's bigger, righto. Right, sorry folks, okay. Here we are. This is the steamroller in question, and it is a steamroller that was built by John Fowler and Company in 1926, so it's getting close to 100 years old, and the photo that I'm showing on screen is a photo taken and supplied to me when I first got the roller. We've been working on this for about 7 years now, and this roller, this steamroller, sat in a park for 50 years of its life after it worked for a Shire Council here in Queensland, Australia, just west of Toowoomba. It was superseded by a diesel roller of very similar design, and this is what helped maintain and build roads around the Toowoomba district or Toowoomba area. There was quite a number of these in service. A lot of Shire councils had these at the time. Hang on, I just got to. I'm still here. I've just taken myself off screen while I got a bit of an itchy nose, and I don't want to sort that out. Sorry. Right. No. Oh God. Hang on. I'll be back. All right, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I just didn't want to do what I did on behind the scenes. I didn't want you to see you do that. So back over to the talking head, and that's me. This is the steamroller we're currently working on. As most of you know, it's part of the intro, but that's what it was like before we received it. This photo was taken in the 70s, maybe the 80s, and it remained in a park, this particular park, for a long time. Like I said, we purchased this steamroller about 7 years ago and been working on it ever since. I have various videos on my channel of us working on it, taking it apart, all that sort of thing. It's still in pieces, and what we're doing is a major overhaul. So moving right along, to give you an idea of where, of what these things look like in working life. Oops, wrong one. This is the sort of thing that you're looking at. This is produced by John Fowler and Company, a manufacturer of road making machinery and farm cultivating machinery. They've been around, or they're no longer in business. They ceased, I believe. I think the name is still around, but they actually ceased operations in 1960s or something like that. I could be wrong, but they made farm cultivating machinery back in the day at their height. The turn of the century, 1900, 1910s, 1920s. They still made things up into the 30s. Like a lot of manufacturers, they did transition into other internal combustion power. They went away from steam. However, with a lot of these companies over time, they get the direction of the company, or the person who started it, John Fowler. He was born in the 1850s, and he lived into about just not exactly how long he lived, but the name lived on. He didn't, and it went through the various, board of directors and sons and all that sort of stuff. So, his legacy lives on, and there's quite a number of these examples still around, like I'm working on, and other people. Generally speaking, though, when you see a steamroller, it could have been built by another manufacturer in the United Kingdom. A lot of our stuff that was imported here to Australia came from the United Kingdom, especially in seeing we were settled by the UK. So that gives you an idea on how they advertise their road making equipment. And nope. And I don't have it. Once again, I'm not set up properly. But anyway, that's to give you an idea of what they look like and what they're capable of. Now, to give you what they're actually capable of, I'll give you an example of here. This is Emma's steamroller. Now, a steamroller is normally not used for a tractor pull, but in this case, this one is. So there you go. That's Emma on her steamroller on the tractor pull, and the advantage of most steam traction engines, steamrollers, that the more weight you put at the back, the more traction you're adding to the back wheels. Generally speaking, back in the day, steamrollers weren't used for tractor pulls, but they were used for pulling, not just road making, but pulling. There's a famous photo that when the World War I tank Mephisto was brought into the Queensland Museum here in Brisbane, it was towed in by two steamrollers that were owned by the Brisbane City Council at the time, and I should find that photo. It's readily available actually, to just give you an idea that steamrollers just didn't actually make roads. So g'day to me sister who's in the house. She's in there in the chat. I think we've had a couple other people come in I didn't see, but First Floor Audio and Chairinator, I think they're over from, well, Chairinator's in the First Floor Audio is in the UK, and Chairinator, he's a young Scottish man, you know, tuning in from time to time. If I missed them in the chat, I'm sorry, but g'day guys if you're here. Right, hang on. Mum's sending me all sorts of things. Oh yeah, that's it. There he is. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting messages from all over the place, so thanks Mum, no worries about that. Right. So, yeah, John Fowler was the man himself, was born in July of 1826 and died on 4th of December 1864. So, you know, he's certainly got an interesting legacy, and I probably should cover that at one stage. I normally have a photo here of, which I'll just add in quickly. Where are we? Right. And once again, I apologise for my tardiness and not being as prepared as I should have been. Right, here we go. There's another photo of the roller in the park at Ellery. No, not undercover or anything like that. Mark's message talk, that's the one. Yeah, you're right, G. Excuse me. So unfortunately, when we purchased the roller, it didn't have the canopy. However, there were some, oh, excuse me, that, right, this is embarrassing, hang on. That's better, the water. Sorry. Bit of gas coming back up. There were some parts missing off it when these steamrollers are placed into the parks. Usually everything's left on them, and over the years all the shiny bits, brasswork and that disappears over time. And I've been very fortunate that a lot of the bits of this steamroller that have gone missing have come back to it, which is really amazing when you think about it. You would never think that once things go missing they'd ever be found again, but through social media they have been, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Right, now we're going to I'm going to step over to the mill. Actually, before we do, right, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to, right, that's what I've got to do. Got to go back in here. Let's go back into Talking Head. That's me, Talking Head over here. I'll get rid of that. I'm going to add a browser source, and let's go over to the inspector browser source. I want that there. Oops. Get rid of that. Paste and enter. Nope. Hang on. Now I had trouble with this the other night. So let's get rid of that. And let's get that. And, oh, right, it can't be reached. Why can't it be reached? Ah, damn it. This is a pain. Absolute pain, 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 pain. And these are the little things, whoops, what did I do there? There it is. I think I just deleted something. Right, I'll try this once again. If not, I will... and right, it's not going to do it. I don't know why. But anyway, it's a gentleman over on YouTube who has a great idea for a piece of equipment in his... right, let's just do that. That's going to work. I shall do that. And image. Desktop. Here we go. Right. There we go. So this is a gentleman called Cliff. He runs a channel. He's from New Zealand. He runs a channel called Thread Express. He's a tool maker and he has a great channel. I haven't met him in person. I've just watched his videos. And he's come up with, hey Mark, how are you? Thanks for being here, mate. He has he has come up with this great idea for a milling machine. Now, I do have a milling machine and we'll slip over to that right now. And in fact, there we go, lathe bench cam. There it is, there's the mill. And I will jump over right here and show you exactly what this gentleman is making. So this is the milling vise right here. This is the table and it has these things called T-slots because that's exactly what they look like. They look like a T, and those T-slots can be used to, I have a clamping kit up here and it has various attachments and you can put these T-slots in and put various clamps on for clamping a workpiece. Just to give you an idea, like so, I've actually using one of the setup for the clamping device to hold this vise down. But if you've got odd-shaped tooling or equipment that sticks out longer than your vise and you need to clamp it down, sometimes you just can't get the setup you need or the shape of the item is a little bit awkward and it doesn't line up with these parallel lines. So what this gentleman has come up with is a crossways T-slot adapter or clamping piece, and it's a great little addition to your workshop, especially your milling machine like this. And basically it's a piece of bar with a couple of threaded holes in it. I'll get a bit closer so you can see that, and some slots milled in it so the bolts can go down and clamp. And that way, when you, instead of just going long ways or maybe that way, these can move this way and that way. So you can put a threaded rod like this in here and clamp onto something else that's, a bit awkward or something like that. So a great idea from this gentleman over in New Zealand. YouTube channel is called Thread Express. We won't be doing anything tonight. Oh, well, in fact, I actually could do just a quick little I'll just give that a clean up. Often on YouTube's a great example. You will see someone working in their workshop or working on a car or a motorbike or something like that, and they will come up with a tool that you would not usually think of, or a way of doing something that you probably haven't thought of. Right. Yep, that'll do. So the milling machine is powered on. Unfortunately, my back's to the... In fact, I'll change the... I'll just reposition this camera. Forgive the... let me get that set up. Hopefully soon we'll have something else going on. Just a quick... Another mark, yeah. Oh, Emma made it home. Good on you, Emma. Emma's recently moved into a new job, and everything seems to be going swimmingly for Emma. Emma has usually does Tuesday night CAD, and then her usual show on a Wednesday. So if you're looking for something completely different, go and have a look at Emma's channel. Say hello. Righto, so we're just going to take a quick clean up. I've got the digital readout over here. So I'm just going to take a light cut, about 1/2 mil. The material itself that I'm using is rather soft. It's steel, but it's a low grade of steel. Machines nicely. And in fact, let me zoom in. There you go, that'll give you a better idea of what we're doing. Oh, I'm glad you're loving the new job, Emma. So that's chomping through the metal pretty nicely. And what I'll do is I'll take that out, and once we finish this cut, I'll take the burrs off, and then I can end for end it, take a measurement and take another cut. So it's just finished cutting. I'll do the rapid traverse, that's cleaned up nicely. The cutting tips on the cutter are probably looking a bit, starting to look a bit sad, because it's not quite given me a really good finish. It's more ripping than anything, but for this purpose, it'll do. Now we're taking the burrs off. In fact, it'll be quicker for me just to do it on the linisher, which is just off camera. hopefully I've reset the automatic gain on the wireless microphone, so hopefully you can hear me nicely on the over the machines. Righto, with this surface now machined, I'll turn it around, clamp it back in the vise, like so, and tap it down so it's sitting nicely on the parallels, which it doesn't want to seem to do, so give it a bit more of a smack. No, that didn't work. Right, let's try something different. Various hammers. Sometimes the, no, that didn't work. Right. How about that? Sometimes that's better. Sometimes just a little tap is better than a hard tap, especially with machining. I'll stick those in my back pocket. And we'll take another cut. Got about 1.75 to take off, and that'll reduce it down to 30 millimetres. So I'm going to hoof into it now with a 1 millimetre cut. Just go one, and you'll hear the difference in the machine. Righto. Alright, wonder why we'll have to catch up with Cody about that message, but anyway, that's great you guys can hear me over the machine. So we'll take the only downside of the milling machine, it throws chips everywhere or swarf everywhere. Righto. Hello, hello. Mrs. Shed Talk is here. Right, so we've got 0.8 of a mil to come off, so thank you. Oh, thank you very much. I've got dessert. Right, there's a bit of backlash there. Right, we'll crank that up again and we'll take one more cut, probably two more cuts. Oh, okay, Cody, thank you. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Wow, okay. Just quickly. Right, just quickly, Mrs. Shed Talk has brought in some creamed rice with, it's hot and steamy, it's really nice. Well, I'll take a mouthful and let you know. Wow. Oh my God. Now, whoa, that's nice. Very nice. Creamed rice. Very nice by Mrs. Shed Talk. she's gone again. Hopefully, you guys, yeah. Cody, speaking of that, a friend of mine, Paul, and even G let me know, not Paul Stiles, another friend I got, Paul, let me know that my profile was pirated by someone else on Facebook. So they reported it, I reported it, and G reported it as well. Oh, hang on. Oh my God, that's really nice. I might have to stop and eat that before it goes cold. That's just so lovely. Okay, 0.25, right. A little bit more to go, and then that's down to size. And it's right. I'll flick back to the milling machine in a second. Right, this here is a digital readout, and you probably can't see it because of the lights, but I can see it clearly. It's a 3-axis digital readout, and the Z axis is up and down, the Y axis is this way, and X is left and right. It has, basically it's a smart calculator with a bunch of presets in it. I can do a bunch of stuff using this digital readout and make things on the milling machine. As you can see, I've got a rotary table over here that helps me do makes hexagonal nuts or bolts, and also pitch circle diameters for drilling holes, a series of holes. Right, so that's now down to thickness. What I will do is, not tonight, another time, is I might bring that down also to 30 millimetres. So it'll be 30 millimetres square. I will face the ends so they're square. I'll put a hole here like so. So I can screw in one of those. Further down will be a slot to match the distance between the T-slots here on the milling machine, and that will be 45 millimetres. So the slot itself will probably be about 55 millimetres, something like that. So it can move that way. So I'll have another hole and then another slot. This is probably a little bit long overall, but the little extra, the extra length is not going to hurt, that's for sure, in terms of on a job like this. Now, I will get the broom quickly. Right, let's go here. Let's go back to the live view. I'll just grab the broom and sweep up the swarf or the chips. I'm going to have to be careful I don't... what are you doing, Max? Come on, Maxie. I don't walk these into the house, even though I've done that before. But more importantly, it goes... I should make up a guard that... yes, live cleaning. Maybe I should do an AMSR. Hello, baby girl. Hello. What you doing? Ooh, excuse me. Compliments to the chef of the cream rice. I'm going to sit down and eat that while I play a video. I don't think Mrs. Shed Talk is opening a restaurant anytime soon, but, you know, it might be on the menu if somebody visits one day. There we go. What you doing? Hey, you come up for some creamed rice, have you? Have you come up for some creamed rice? I haven't got any more. I'll give you some creamed rice, yes, all right. God, I don't know. These dogs. Yeah. Hang on, what am I missing? Cream rice. Oh, well, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. It's as simple as that. It can't get any better than this. I'll have to make sure that... oh, they had some. Okay. Mrs. Shed Talk is telling me that the shed dogs had some. So guess what? You're not getting any more. You've had bickies, hey? You've had bickies. You have, yes. You've had bickies and you've had some creamed rice. I think that's more than enough for tonight, okay? Even though their eyes are bigger than their stomachs. Yeah, so anyway, let's... What are we going to do? Go... I have no idea. I've been waddling on for about 48, 50 minutes, so I'm 7:30, 40, yeah, it's about right. That's about right. Yes, oh, look at you. Okay, look, we're going to show everyone what you're doing, okay? We're going to turn that, we're going to zoom out. Righto, let's zoom out. Let's get this set up. Right, here we are. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Hold it, hold it. Here we are. This is, I will add video device. Let's see if I can, no. Hang on. There's, you were sitting so perfectly. There we go, the link to, there you go, picture in picture. There we go, put that in the corner. So that's me up in the corner, and there's the shed dogs. Shed dog one, the old girl here, she was sitting beautifully, she was nicely posed, and shed dog two has come in to see what's going on. So this is, all right, I'll bring this over, I'll bring this up, just like that. This is the setup for the live stream. It's just these two computers. This is the main one I work on. I've got a boom mic. I don't use that as much as what I use the wireless mics now, because obviously the wireless mics, I can walk around the shed and do whatever, as you've seen before. And that's the boiler over there for the steamroller, and that's parts of it. It's pulled apart in a million bits and pieces, and we are doing a major overhaul, and that's one of the reasons why it's taken us so long to do it, is because we built this shed that we're in now, and we built my wife, we built her a craft room. Also during that time I broke my ankle, so there was about 4 months off work and nothing happening, you know, so, and of course I work, my wife works, and you know, life goes on, we've got other things going on, so not always are we working on the steamroller. However, there's been a lot of time that I have spent on the steamroller. So cheers. Exactly. Right, talking head. So back here. So this is Cliff. That's his YouTube channel there called Thread Express. He's made some great devices and inventions to help a machinist like myself, a home machinist, or anyone in general, you know, improve their game, make it easier. And there's lots of people on YouTube like this gentleman that do great content. and I really recommend you check them out, that's for sure. This is so nice. I shouldn't be... I shouldn't be eating like this in front of you, but I am. Right, okay, so now most of this stuff you've seen before. So I think, tell you what, look, I've been going long enough tonight and I'm going to sit back and enjoy this. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining in the live stream tonight. I really appreciate your help in coming in here and watching me pretty well every Thursday night. There's some great people in this chat. They've got channels, go and check them out, and appreciate you all being here. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. And here we go with the outro. Whistle.